This is the Restorative Medical RestAir Elbow. It's very good for those very, very tight elbows. You might not be able to get the flex elbow in it if it's beyond 130 degrees of lost range of motion, of flexion. Just remember, when you use this, you've got an air bladder and a lot of material here, so it's going to be hard to get airflow to that antecubital space. But you're going to relieve the pressure, relieve skin on skin, and loosen it up to begin to extend that joint. We remember that movement is what lubricates the joint. It encourages the bursa to create synovial fluid, which is the grease or the oil for that joint. So just by even beginning to do that is very important. But if you do have a wound or anything that needs airflow, just you want to be cognizant of this. It has so much bulk in that elbow to be soft and start to correct it. You may want to look at the flex elbow for that, because it does leave open air. I'm going to always put Velcro back on material. I'm going to open this up. You'll see the hinges are set with flexion and extension, and you simply take the pin out, choose the extension you want or the flexion, and you pop the pin back in. It's very simple. Then you close it and you put the pad back. So we're going to open the Velcro. Now at first you may want to take the hinges out and simply use the air bladder, and to do that you just open the padding and slide them out. This is for the really, really severe. Then once you get it loosened up, you're just going to slide these back in. All you have to do is just flex the material and it'll slide back in. And then the cover holds it in place. Now, for that very, very severe contracture, you may want just the material at first. And then if you want to increase extension, the air bladder nozzle pops out. You would blow it up. If you forget which end of the bulb, which comes with it, just do that. It's the clear end, and you start to extend the bladder. You can see with every pump you just get a little bit more tug, a little bit more bulk in the elbow until you pump it as high as you want it. And always when you're pumping these, you want to hold the white tip. So you would put this in, and then you hold the tip when you screw it out. If you break the seal on the tip where it goes into the black, it could cause it to leak air. So just hold it, put this in to inflate. If you want to deflate, all you do is put the other end in, the black end, and push on your air bladder, and it will deflate. You would do this to slide it out to do the laundry, and then once you have laundered it and it's dry, you scoot the air bladder back in, tuck the tip in, and again you put it on your patient. So it's very simple to fit. You want to center it on the elbow joint. You're going to bring your flaps up, and they'll Velcro to the material. Then you attach your straps. And again, you order this left or right. We only have one size in this elbow, so it fits a large array of patients. the top and the bottom are soft. There's no plastic in this cuff, so you don't have to worry about it being too long. And we're going to tuck these together to give them a little more substance. And tuck it under the sidebar, back on itself, under the sidebar, and back on itself. You can also put it in D-rings, whichever gives you the greatest leverage. I love Velcro. It's a good reason to stick it back on the material because it will catch everything. It's a little more difficult to put it on yourself. It's very easy to put it on your patients. So it goes through the D-ring and back. I really like to tuck it under the sidebars. It gives me a little bit more leverage, but you can do whichever. We always concentrate on several things when we design new products. One is to give you a tool that you can take and make it adapt to whatever your patient needs. The other thing is we look at where you put your hands that do the most good for your patient with that type of stretch, and we want to bring a device in to replace your hands because you can't stand there up to 6 hours a day to put this on, and the longer the patient wears the products, the better they are. You want to center the elbow cap on the elbow, run your finger on it to make sure there's no pressure, and it's on. Make sure your covers are over the hinges. That holds them in place and also prevents any pressure if their hand is tight to their body. And this is the RestAir Elbow.